Hi everyone, Ken Mason from Whispering Souls. So this is my new, or the second version of the tarot cards and how I interpret them and what they mean to me. Yesterday I did one on the minor arcanas, and I did the wands, and then I realized I really didn't talk at all about what the minor arcanas are all about. And I talked about the major arcanas, so how that whole thing kind of flows out, but I never really talked about the minor. So I decided to take this video to take some time to discuss these minor arcanas. So the minor arcanas, as you know, have the four corners of the world, if you want to call them. You have the cups, which is all about the hearts. The clubs, which is all about working, creativity, things that you want to do in life, or where just for you yourself. We have Pentacles, which is all about the money, wealth, and comfort. So a lot of these cards, that's what they're about. And the swords are all about the negativity, stress, and death in life. So as you can see, the cups are all about the happiness, and the negativity is all about, or the swords are all about the opposite of that. So again, the four corners of the world. Each one, the clubs and the pentacles, obviously oppose each other as well. So they're the oppositions that we have. So in the minor arcana, the four suits are exactly the same in what they hold within each other. In other words, they have 1 to 10, and then they have the page, the knight, the queen, and then the king, and they're all the same, and they actually mean pretty much the same thing throughout all four, except for when you hit them, what the meaning is, you now have to convert them to what the suit is. For instance, you may see the number the three of clubs, which may be very three people getting together, and you say, oh, okay, that makes sense. But then in the swords, you may see as three swords through the heart, which means that there's three people that are either going to separate, or they're going to have some stress. So even though it means the three people, or means different things, and it still means the three people, or three objects, or three things that are going to go on in life. But there's three things that are going to happen. So they all are tied in together. You have to interpret them into what the actual suit is. So let's go through the 1 to 10, so you know what I mean. So the number 1 is the ace, and the ace is always new beginnings. It doesn't necessarily mean that you being born or anything, because that's number 0 in the major arcana. So there's no zeros in the minor, because that you've already been born. So now you're just looking through the life, and probably what people don't realize is that the major arcana is all about your spiritual journey, and the minor arcana is all about your physical journey. And there's a very distinct difference between how you read those cards. So number 1, again, you have the new beginnings, or they're always set up as the ace. It's called the ace. You'll always see one thing showing, and it shows you what in that one thing is happening. So it's always about something new money, new job, new relationships, or new child, all things that are new to you that's coming that you don't already have. So the number 2 is all about two people getting together. So again, you have your engagement, you have two people starting a job, you have two people sharing money or focusing on money. So it's always about 2. 3, as I mentioned before, it's 3 people. So you may have 3 people coming together to celebrate something in a family, somebody getting married or whatnot. But you could also have 3 people mourning the loss of a friendship, or 3 people fighting with each other that's causing some heartache. Number 4, okay, is all about pondering or saving. You're worrying about stuff. It's all about, am I going to be okay in life? So if you look at number 4, you'll see the differences in that. It's all about what your worries, what you're going to do, and for each one we'll have a different direction for that. Number 5 is just change. 5 in tarot and in almost every kind of system you look like, when it goes 1 to 10, 5 is always change. So in tarot, 5 is always change. So you'll look at, if you have cups, the five will change. Well, it means you have to change directions. The 5 of swords means that you're going to be a lot worse off. So there's when you see the number 5s, you'll notice that they change a lot. So it might be that you're nice and comfortable going up here, then you're going to change because now you have to do the stuff that before you hit number 10, you have to do before you're happy. And that's basically what it says. You have to change things now so that you're happy at the end. 6, purpose in life. What do you want to do in life? You may be helping people. You might be, wandering around the world. You may be becoming a leader. But it's all about your purpose in life. Number 7 is helping yourself. So the first one is basically purpose in the world, helping other people. What are you going to do in that? And number 7 is all about helping yourself, because now you've helped everybody else. You now have time to work towards your own end. Number 8, searching for answers. It's always about searching for answers because we're coming to the end again. So you're searching for the answers of everything you've done so far. Now you want to know, what am I doing? What's next for me, type of thing. Number 9, so finding yourself, going out and saying, I finally found myself. There's the welcome home card, which is number 9. Money card, you're all very satisfied. The cup card, emotionally satisfied. So 9 is always coming to an end of all the travels you've done, because number 10 is all about celebrations. Okay, let me change that. For the 2 positive cards, they're about celebrations. For the 2 negative cards, it's all about grief. So the sword is about death, and the pentacles, the clubs, is all about, did I succeed? Or perhaps not succeeding. So when you hit the 10, it's the end of that 1 to 10 part of your life. As they always say, that this is the end of your life, now you can start a whole new part. Well, that's the 1 to 10 in tarot. So we go through multiple of them. Within the 10, like I said, one part of my life, you have the cups, which means you're focusing on your heart. Then you may focus some time on money, so you can have the money to have a family and so forth. Then you do the clubs, because now you want to know what creativity is. And somewhere in the middle there, you're going to focus on the swords, because you need to clear up some crap that's around you. So we are constantly changing directions in our paths. So those 4 directions are constantly changing in our life, because that's what we want them to do. So that is the minor arcana. So now we have to do what I call not the major, but the king, queen, and whatnot. So the pentacles, if you remember the old playing cards, they used to have four jackers. Those 4 jackers are these pentacles, not pentacles, pages. Because now we have the pages, the kings, queens, and kings. So the pages are all about going out and enjoying life like a 6-year-old. Be something. When it comes to your cups, be happy. Go out and enjoy life. And with pentacles, it's all about enjoy your money and comfort in life. Sorry about that. My cat just likes to jump up on this thing. The knight is the one that's more serious. He's the teenager. He's going out trying to find his worth on things and whatnot. But he's also a message saying, don't be like a teenager. You also have to think. You have to be logical. So don't just rush into things. You might find yourself in trouble. The queen and king are what they are. And they're like that through all 4 of them, you'll notice. So the king and queen are always the same through all 4. And basically the queen itself is being the the person with compassion, how to deal with that level of, or that suit with your compassion and whatnot, but also being a bit more logical, but being the mother, and trying to solve things, or trying to show you how to move things. And obviously the king is the male, the no emotions. You need to be absolutely logical. You need to solve things, and you need to solve them without emotions. So hopefully everyone, that helped you with the understanding of the Minor Arcana. Again, as you look through each section, as you move through and see each section, you're going to see kind of what I mean, how the 1 in 10 works, and how each different section changes for each one. But it might make you happier, or not happier, but easier for you to understand how each card works with each other. Anyway, have a good night. Sorry about the cat. And we'll see you next time for the next Minor Arcana review.